Welcome to Inspirational Jewish Stories. Today I'm actually going to tell over a story that happened to me. Around 3 years ago, I went to Uman, and if you know, there was still the war going on when I went, and it was difficult to go in and difficult to leave, and the way people who go to Uman, they see it as miniyos. It's like challenges. So on my way back, we left like literally an hour after Shabbat. We got in the car and we were leaving, we left Uman, and we were going, and they pulled us over on the side of the road. I booked my ticket pretty last minute, maybe 3 days before, and a friend of mine convinced me to go. So I didn't have the same flight as most of the people on the van with us. So then we're going back, and right before we crossed the border into Moldova, that's the way we went, they pull us over on the side, and we're sitting in the van for about an hour or so. And then we decide that we're just going to go out of the van and walk across the border. So we go out of the van to start walking across the border. We get there, and then there's about 300 people there also waiting to cross the border, Jews obviously, leaving Uman. So we go there, we wait, we have no idea how we're going to get across or if there's going to be a car there. So we go, and then the second we cross over, we went through the border control and everything, and then there's a guy there, and he takes us to the airport. We get in his van, we pay him, he takes us to the airport. We get to the airport, it's completely packed, there's a bunch of people there, and at this point I already missed my flight. So then we go to finally we get into the airport and everything, and everybody else was on a flight that was a few hours later. So I went to the counter to try to buy a ticket for this flight, which was fully booked. And then it comes like 10 minutes before the flight, they say, come here. And there was 3 other people who also missed their flight who was getting on this flight. They said, here, we'll sell you the tickets. It was an hour flight to go from Moldova to Turkey. And then if I didn't make that flight, I would forfeit my flight from Turkey back to Los Angeles. So then I pay whatever, a large amount of money for a 30-minute flight. I pay, and then 2 other people also pay, and then we go to get on the flight. So after we pay, we go to check in and everything, and then we had like 10 minutes to get on the flight. So we go, after I paid, to go through security, and then I realized I did not have my wallet. After I paid, I lost my wallet completely. I'm searching everywhere, searching all my pockets, everything. I'm walking around, and I didn't see it. Everybody else was going to go on the flight, so I had a decision to make. Am I going to go look for my wallet, or am I going to make the flight? So I go on the flight, go through security and everything, and thank God I still have my passport in my pocket. I go to make the flight, and then everybody else goes on, and I was the last one. They pulled me aside, they said, something's up with your ticket. And I'm waiting there, and I'm like very stressed because I didn't have my wallet. Everybody else was already on the flight, everybody that I knew. So I was sweating, I was stressed. I called my friend, I was like panicking, the one who convinced me to go. And he said, don't worry, it's gonna be fine, this is Manias. So then finally, like after like 5 minutes, they let me on the flight. Last second, I was like the last one on the flight. And then the second I get on the flight, my friend calls me, he's like, you're not gonna believe it. My friend, he found your wallet in the airport in Moldova, and he's gonna ship it back. He lives in Israel, he's gonna ship it to LA for you. And then it was an amazing story. And when I got back to LA, about a week or 2 later, he shipped the wallet back, and I got it. Going to Uman is a huge self-sacrifice, and when you go and you put yourself in, like, for me, this story was a miracle, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks.